What's up, y'all? It's Chef Q, and you're watching Quarantine Cooking with Rickey Smiley. Today, since keto is the new wave, I'm gonna do a keto-friendly brunch skillet. We're gonna have a little shrimp. We have some peppers and onions. That's about a half an onion and a quarter of a pepper. We have some Italian squash, some fresh sliced garlic. We have some mushrooms, some fresh parsley, some fresh Parmesan cheese, and we're gonna start it off with about 2 tablespoons of butter and a little bit of olive oil. So what we'll do is have our heat on high. We'll put our pan there, and let's get started. We'll melt our butter down a little bit, add the olive oil to the butter so that it doesn't burn. Just a little bit, not much. And what we'll start off with is the vegetables that take a little longer to cook. So we'll do the peppers and onions. We'll do a little of the peppers and onions first. We'll cook that up until it's aromatic, so you get that nice smell in there. You can smell it. It's smelling good in here. Once your peppers and onions get going, I like to add my squash. Squash because it's a little harder than the mushroom. You know, mushrooms will cook really fast, but you don't want to overcook those. So we'll do the squash, and we'll get the squash softened up. We'll add a little bit of kosher salt to that. I like to use kosher salt. The flakes are bigger. It's not as salty as iodized salt, at least to me. Get that going. Next, we'll add our mushrooms. Add as little or as much of any of these ingredients that you would like to add. I like a lot of onions. I love a lot of garlic, so you'll see a lot of onions and garlic cooking with me. Gonna get that going. I'm gonna add a few more mushrooms. Turn our heat down. Now what we're gonna do is add our stewed tomatoes. I didn't even mention that when I mentioned all my ingredients, but here we have stewed tomatoes. I used a 14-ounce can. We won't need all of this, or it depends on how many portions you're making. This little skillet, you can feed 2 people with this skillet. Get that going. We're gonna bring that. We're gonna let it simmer. Get it nice and bubbly. We'll add a little more of the kosher salt. We're gonna add a little smoked paprika. A little fresh cracked black pepper. We're gonna stir that around. Get that going. We're gonna bring that. We're gonna let it simmer. Get it nice and bubbly. We'll add a little more of the kosher salt. We're gonna add a little smoked paprika, a little fresh cracked black pepper, we're gonna stir that around. Let those seasonings get into everything. While that's simmering and heating up, we're gonna go over to our shrimp. Really basic. It's just peeled and deveined shrimp. I'm gonna season it basically with the same things that I put into the sauce. So it's a little smoked paprika, I'm gonna add some blackened seasoning. a little of the fresh cracked black pepper. And also the kosher salt, just a pinch. We don't want it too salty. We're gonna mix that around. After you get your shrimp all seasoned up, you're gonna drop it right into that sauce. Right in there. Let that cook up like that. So we'll let that simmer. Get that going. I don't know, y'all. I probably should have used a bigger pan. What you think? Once we got that going, while it's bubbling hot, what we're gonna do is crack 2 eggs over it. Right on top. Right on top of there. Get that nice bubble going. What we're gonna do now is take it and we're gonna put it in the oven. I have the broiler set on high, and you're gonna keep it in the oven under the broiler until your eggs are cooked to your desired temperature. I personally like over medium, so I'm gonna cook my eggs until they're over medium. So I've taken the skillet out of the oven. As you can see, the eggs are slightly done. It's still bubbling. And what I'm gonna do is take some shredded Parmesan and just put it all over the top. It's gonna melt down. I like to use fresh Parmesan. It has a much better taste than the canned stuff or the stuff that's already, you know, shredded up for you. It's aged better and everything. So we're gonna cover that with the Parmesan cheese. Cover it with as much as you like. Just like garlic and onions, I love Parmesan cheese. And usually what I would do is just pop it back in the broiler. You can do that. Or I'll take my torch and we'll just brown it like that. We'll melt it all down. Get it nice and bubbly. Get a little color on it. Kind of give it a little flaming, smoky taste with that smoked paprika. There we go. I like fresh garlic. I put my fresh garlic all in the sauce, all over it. When you dip down in it, that garlic goes in. You get a little bit with every bite. We're gonna take some fresh Parmesan and put it over there. I mean, parsley, not Parmesan. Take the fresh parsley, put it over that. Then we're gonna take an avocado. So again, this is keto friendly. You can use any protein that you like. You can use shrimp. You can use chicken. You can use ground beef even. Any kind of protein you want to put in here, you can put it in there. And it works. We're gonna take a little avocado and slice it up. And we're just gonna lay it right on top. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Keto-friendly brunch or dinner skillet. We got shrimp, we got parm, we got tomatoes, we got fresh veggies. Can't go wrong with none of that. See y'all next time.